When the user will create the NFT, claim the airdrop, you're going to make commission. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that what are the feature and functionality we have included for admin, for the user, and how this entire NFT airdrop will work. So when the user will come back to your application, this is what they will see. We have a beautiful interface where we are providing all the details about our project. So we have our header section in which user can see the logo, they can go to the dashboard and they can connect their wallet. This is our hero section where we are providing. So we have the NFT management and airdrop including in that. Here we have other feature which we have highlighted. So this is our beautiful landing page we have. Now we have to connect our wallet as a user. So I'll simply click here, connect wallet, and it's going to give me this particular option. So I'll select MetaMask, and here we have this nice animation. I have to give my password. And here I'm logged in. I have to click on connect. And here I'm back and I'm connected successfully. You can see my fund. You can click here and you can able to have the details. You can copy or you can simply disconnect. It's absolutely fine. Now I'll click one more time connect and I'm connected with my MetaMask. So let's click on connect. So this is how the user can connect. Now once I connected, I can simply go to the dashboard straight away and I can claim the airdrop. So I'll simply come back to the dashboard and we have this beautiful dashboard where we are providing all the details about the NFT and the user have claimed. So you will find that we have this nice navigation section on our sidebar. So we have dashboard, create NFT, my NFT, all NFT, transfer NFT, notification, and currently I'm connected with the admin account. That's why this particular option is visible from where I can able to control the entire smart contract. We have this header section, we have our logo, and we have this notification section. We can simply click here and we can easily able to copy and disconnect our wallet. So we are displaying the stat. So far, the total number of NFT I have created from this particular account is 7. Total NFT we have created in the smart contract in this airdrop is 9, and we have this 9 notification. You can click here and you can go back to the create NFT section, and here you will find all the NFT which we have created. So you can simply see we have this beautiful NFT. You can simply click on this view details and you will have the details. You can click here and you can go back to the block explorer where you can explore this particular NFT. So this is our dashboard section where we are providing all the details. Now the next one we have is this create NFT. You can click here or you can simply click here. Both will work fine and will take you to the create NFT section. So here we are providing all the details that what are the things is required to create NFT and claim the NFT airdrop. So user can simply upload the NFT. They can give the name, they can give the description, and this is the price, which is the optional one we have included. Here you will find the details about the contract in which we're going to allow user to create the NFT and we are charging this much fund. So when the user will create the NFT, they're going to pay this much fund and this fund will be stored in the contract. So we as an admin of the contract can withdraw the fund. So this is our create section. The next one we have is my NFT. So I'll simply click here and here I will find all the NFT which I have created. So you will find that all of this NFT which I own, that's what you will find. And I can simply come back to create. So this is all the NFT which I have created. So that's all you will find. You can simply check to the grid mode and you will have this grid mode as well. And you can go with the block mode and you can simply click here and it will take you to the create section as well. So this is our my NFT section. The next one we have is all NFT. So if I click here, I will come back to the all NFT which user have created in our smart contract. That's all you can able to find. So we have all of this NFT which different user have created, and that's what you can find. You can simply click here and you can able to have the details and you can simply explore the NFT. Close this one. The next one we have is the transfer NFT. So if you have created the NFT, claim your airdrop, and if you want to transfer that to any particular wallet address, you can do that. So come back to the transfer NFT section and here you will find all the NFT which you hold in your wallet address. So here I have all of this NFT which I hold. So if I want to transfer any NFT, I can simply select that. You will have the details. You can give the wallet address and you can simply transfer. The NFT would be transferred successfully. I'll show you how you can transfer the NFT. The next one we have is the notification. You can simply click here and you will have all the notification, all the transaction which is happening in our smart contract and the users are claiming their airdrop. So you will find all of this notification. You can simply click here and from here you can also come back to the notification section. So we have all of this notification. Now the last one we have is the admin panel. So I'm connected with the admin account. So I can able to control the entire smart contract. You can see the stats. So total number of airdrop we are going with, this is the airdrop quantity. So far we have created 9. Right now the NFT airdrop is going on, that's why it's enabled. And here you will find the contract fund, that how much fund we have in the contract. So from here you can able to control the minting fee, that how much minting fee you want to charge. So if I want to increase, I can simply increase that. If I want to withdraw, this is the fund which is available in the contract. Users have used our airdrop platform and they have given the fees, and I can able to withdraw this fund in my wallet address. So I can click here withdraw and I can able to withdraw. I'll show you. And from here I can able to control. So if I want to disable the minting and I want to stop the airdrop, I can do that. If I want to increase the supply, like right now you can see I'm going with 10,000. But if I want to increase or decrease, I can do that very easily. I can able to control the entire smart contract right from here. I can simply click here, disconnect, and I'm disconnected. And I will be logged out from the dashboard. If I click here on the dashboard, I will go back to the dashboard section. And right now I have to simply click on my connect. I'll click on this MetaMask and I'm connected. Let me click on this connect. And finally, I'm connected with the application and all the details about the smart contract and the NFT which you have created. Now, let me show you how you can create the NFT. So come back here, click on this create NFT. You will be redirected to the create NFT page and you have to provide all of these details. So I'll simply click here. So here are a bunch of NFTs. I can simply select here and click on open. You can upload a zip. There is no problem in that. And you can give the name. I'll say smoking and you can give the description. So I'll simply go with this one and let's paste a couple of times. You can give a brief detail about this particular NFT and you can set any price. This is just for showing purpose. And here you will find the details. You can click on this create NFT and it will going to mint the NFT. So all the transaction we are doing in the smart contract, we are doing on Ethereum test network. So here you can see I'm paying the fund. Let's click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, this NFT would be minted successfully. So finally we have minted the NFT. Now you can come back to your dashboard and you will find the NFT which you have minted. So this is the one right here. So we can go back to my NFT. There I will find the NFT which I have minted. So I can come back here and you can see this is the NFT we have minted. You can simply click here in view details and you will have the details about the NFT which you have provided. That's all you will have. You can click here and you can explore. So this is how user can claim an NFT airdrop. Now, if I want to create one more, I can click here. I'll select this zip file and this is what I want to upload. And here you can see we are having this. We'll say world. I can give the description and I'll go with the same range, click on this create NFT and it will create and we'll have the NFT in our wallet address. So just wait. The transaction in the process. First is going to upload the document to the IPFS. After that, it's going to be mint and you will have the NFT right in your wallet address. And finally, you can see we have uploaded successfully because it's a zip file and the file is a little big. That's why it takes a little bit time for uploading the document. So here you can see the transaction is in the pending. Once the transaction will complete, you will find the NFT we have claimed successfully and we got our airdrop. And finally, the transaction is completed. You can see now we can come back to my NFT. You will come back here, go back to world. This is the one which you have created, the smoking. I hope you have understood that how every single thing is working and how user can come here and mint the NFT and the notification bar also went up to 11 because this is the one which we have created. So this is how user can come and they can claim their NFT airdrop. That's clear. Now you can come back to the admin and from here you can able to do the changes. So for example, if I want to charge more fee, so I can simply give 10 less. Right now we have 30, but I want to have 20 and can click on this update minting. So it's going to simply update the minting fee. So when the user will try to mint the NFT, they have to pay this much as a commission fee. So here you can see it's happening. Once the transaction will complete, the data would be changed in the smart contract and user going to pay the latest commission fee which we're going to charge it. So this one is a really powerful project if you really want to raise money through the NFT and you can include different business model. So the transaction in the process, just wait and finally the transaction is completed and we have updated the fee. In the same way, if I want to withdraw this fee, I can easily able to withdraw. So I'll simply click here, withdraw fund and it will be withdraw successfully. I'll click on this confirm and the transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, I can able to withdraw the fund. So just a moment, soon the withdrawal will be complete. And finally, we have withdraw the fund and it's 00 in our contract. In the same way, I can easily able to increase the quantity of airdrop I want to provide. This time I'll go with this quantity. I'll click here update and it's going to simply update the state in our contract. So let's click on this confirm and the transaction in the process. So once the transaction will get complete, the state would be changed and we'll have more NFT to be claimed as an airdrop. And here you can see the transaction is completed, the state is changed and you will find the state is changed here as well. You can simply able to enable and disable the minting process. So you can simply click here disable minting and it's going to be stop. So I'll simply click here confirm and once the transaction will complete, you will find the minting process is stopped and no one can able to claim the NFT airdrop. And finally the transaction is completed and you can see right now the minting is disabled. I can simply able to enable the minting process and I can confirm so user can start claiming the NFT airdrop. So here the transaction is completed and the status is enabled. Now user can able to mint the NFT. Now I can come back here in the transfer and you can see that I have all of this NFT in my wallet address. So if I want to transfer to any particular wallet address, I can do that. So I can come back here, go back to my MetaMask. I'll go back to account number 2 and I'll simply click here, copy the address, and I want to transfer the NFT, this particular NFT to my wallet address, this particular one. So I'll simply select here and I can give the address and you can able to find that this is the NFT. I'm transferring from this account to this account. Click on this transfer NFT and it's going to make a call. You can see it's making a call. Click on confirm and the transaction is in the process. So once the transaction will complete, we have to simply complete one more transaction. And in that way, the NFT would be transferred successfully to that particular wallet address. So just a moment. It's taking a little bit time. When the transaction will complete, you will find that it will be transferred successfully. And finally, the transaction is completed. Let's click on confirm one more time. And finally, we have transferred the NFT. You can click here and you can check the status is in the pending. Once it will complete, everything would be get updated. So just a moment. And finally, the transaction is completed and we have transferred the NFT to account number 2. So I'll simply come back here. Now I will go back to account number 2. So I'll click on account number 2, click on connect, and you will find that the admin option is gone and the NFT we have transferred is right up here. So all I have to do is to simply give a reload. You can able to find all the details about the NFT. So we got that NFT, which we have got it from that particular account, the one. Now, if I come back to the dashboard, there you will find the details about the NFT which I have created. If I come back to the my NFT, there you will find that these are the NFT which I own. If I click on this created NFT, you will find this is the NFT I have created. But this 2 NFT, I have got this one and this one I have got from the account number 6. So that's how you can able to transfer the NFT. If you want to create, you can come back here, click here, and you can let's create. This one looks perfect. Actually, this one is quite heavy. I have to upload a let's go with this one, and I'll say, and I come back here, give this particular one, but make sure to give some space, and I'll click on this create NFT, and it's going to complete the transaction and the NFT would be minted successfully. So you can see it's uploaded successfully. Now it's confirming and calling our smart contract function. Let's click on confirm and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, the NFT would be minted and we have successfully claimed our NFT airdrop. So just a moment, the transaction is happening. Soon you will get the confirmation. You can come back here, click on the MetaMask to see the transaction in the process. You are paying this much fund and this fund will go straight away to the admin inside the contract. So the admin can able to withdraw the fund which you are paying. You can see this time we are paying, this is the commission. Recently we have updated. So here the transaction is completed and we got the confirmation. Now you can come back here to my NFT. There you will find the NFT which you have minted. If you come back to create NFT, you have minted this one. So every single thing is working absolutely fine. I hope you have understood how powerful this application is. You can easily able to launch this and start your NFT business model where you can allow the user to claim it, an NFT, and you're going to raise fund. So this kind of project we use when you want to raise fund and we want to increase on top of it and add multiple protocol, multiple feature. So this one is absolutely amazing project. Responsiveness of this application, this is how it's going to look on a mobile device. It looks absolutely stunning. You can click here and you will have the sidebar. From there you can able to go to different section. You can click here and you will come back to the notification section. You can have this and you can come here and you can click on the create NFT and you will come back to the create NFT. There you will provide all of these details. You can go back to the my NFT and you will have all of this NFT. You can simply change the section and this is how it's going to look like created, own, I like this one. And it's perfect. You can click here and you can go back to my NFT, all NFT, and here you are in the all NFT section. Same way you can go back to the transfer NFT and here you will come back here and you will find all the NFT which you own. You can click and you can simply able to transfer the NFT wherever you want. We have this notification which we can able to see all the transaction which is happening in our smart contract. I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included in this particular project and how this entire application would work and how you can raise capital by launching this particular platform. Now let me provide you all the resources which you need. What are the technology we are using, full and file structure and all the assets. Let me provide you that. So when we start working on the project straight away, so we're going to clone the repository and we're going to start working straight away on it. Come back to the blockchain coder. Here you will find all the resources which you need to develop this particular project, and we have multiple projects which you can have a look and simply download the starter file and start building. So come back here, go back to the source code section, and we have more than 75 plus projects. So make sure to build at least 5 of them. So when you will build 5 projects, is going to give you the better understanding that how different business model works. So make sure to come and check. So to get the asset for this particular project, you can click here, click on this recent, and this is the one which we have provided all the assets which you need to develop this particular application. So click here, go on get now, and you will come back here. You can simply come here, click on this get starter file, and you will come back to the GitHub repository. There you can able to understand the entire folder and file structure which we are using in this project and what are the technology we are utilizing. So you will find all this folder and file structure. You can click here and you can check the packages which we are using. And here we have provided all the importance links which you can able to see and understand that what are the requirements for developing this particular project. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here to the blockchain coder. Now let me show you how you have to do the setup when you will take the final source code. So when you will take a final source code, you will get a zip file, and in that we have the complete source code of this particular project which you have seen in the demo. So let me show you how you have to do the setup if you take the final source code. When you will download the final source code, you will get this zip file. Make sure to extract this file. In that you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of this particular project which you have seen in the demo. So this is the complete code which we're going to code together. So make sure to install zip extractor, extract the folder in which you will have the complete source code, and this is the folder we have to open in our VS Code. So what I will do, I'll simply click on my VS Code, I'll come back to open, I'll go back to desktop, and I will simply drag and drop the folder in which I have the code. So let me give you a complete walkthrough of this folder and file structure we have designed and what are the technology we have utilized in this particular project. So when you will open the project in your VS Code, the very first folder you will find is the component in which you will find the entire component we have developed for this particular project. So we have this admin component in which we have these two files, mint form and withdraw form. So there we have all the features. So all the changes which you have to do in the environment variable. So this is the withdraw form. Just keep it as it is. Just close this one. The next one we have is the layout in which we have these three files, header, layout, and sidebar. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. The next one we have is the NFT card. So we have the NFT card, the entire structure we are using because this is the reusable model we are using in our entire application. The next one we have is the NFT form, which allow us to create the NFT. And the next one we have is the rendering list view. So we are displaying in two form, vertical and the card section. So just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the UI component. So we have a couple of regular component like button, we have the card, we have the loader, and we have the model. So just keep it as it is. So this is the entire component section. The next one we have is the constant. Inside that we have this index in which you will find that we are importing all our environment variable, and that's what we are simply exporting and we are utilizing in different places in our component. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. Close this one. And here we have the ABI of our contract. So once you will deploy the contract, you will get the ABI, and that's what you have to provide here. So I will show you how you can deploy the contract as well. So close this one, close this one. The next one we have is the context. Here we have the entire functionality which allow us to communicate with our smart contract and write the data into the contract. So that's all the feature which you will find. We are using the latest model of Wing, and you will using the account, read, write, and we are using the prepare write contract. So we have the huge function which we have created. So close this one. The next one we have is the contract, and this one is really powerful contract we have developed, which you can simply launch and you can start allowing user to claim your airdrop. So it has a huge contract. We have multiple feature. So we have written more than 408 lines of code we have coded. So just keep it as it is. So don't make any changes here. All you can do is you can come back here in the constructor and you can able to give the name of your contract and the symbol. That's what you can do. But just keep the rest as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the pages in which you will find that we have multiple pages. So here we have this app.js, which is the global configuration for our wallet. And that's all we have here. So just keep it as it is. Here we have the branding, which we are applying in our loader. And here we have the dark theme, which we are applying over our wallet provider. So just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the admin page. This is the entire code we have written for the admin page. This one is for all NFT. Just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. The next one we have is the create NFT. So here we allow user to create the NFT. This is the entire code. The next one we have is the dashboard. So we are doing a couple of check and then we are running the component. Just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the index page. Here we have the home. You can able to change the title and description. That's all you can do. But keep it as it is. This is the home section. This is my NFT. This is notification. And this is the transfer NFT. So don't make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close the pages. Now the next one we have is the public, in which I have given couple of NFT. So this one is the ZIF NFT, which I have created. You can create NFT from any places and you can keep it. So this is the zip NFT. This is the static NFT images. And here we have the GIF logo, which I have added. So just keep it as it is. The next one we have is the style folder, in which we are using like Tailwind CSS for styling part. And we have written a couple of custom code to match our branding. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the utils, in which we have the entire code we have coded for the Pinata, because we have to upload the data to the IPFS, and that URL, the IPFS data, we have to pass into our contract. So we have all of this function. Just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes here. Now, come back to the most important thing, which is the environment variables and all the changes which you have to do right up here in the environment variable. So you have to provide your contract address. You have to decide that how much money you're going to charge when the user will mint the NFT. Here we have the name of our application. Here you have to provide your project ID, so it will allow us to communicate with multiple wallet. And here you have to provide your Pinata API key, secret key, and here we are deploying the contract to Hostclay test network. So no matter whichever EVM compatible chain you are deploying, whether it's a Polygon mainnet, Ethereum mainnet, Binance, or any other test network, make sure you have to provide the relevant information like the currency, blockchain, chain ID, the name, symbol, decimal point, and RPC URL. And here you have to provide the Etherscan explore URL. So this is the place where you have to provide all of these details, which we're going to get it together. So come back here. The next one we have is the get ignore. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Here we have this code setup. So here I have given all the details that how you have to follow and how you have to do the final code setup. So this is the video which you have to watch till then. This is the video which I'm recording. That's what I'm going to attach here. So if you watch this video till then, you can easily able to do all the setup. And here we have the timestamp. So you can simply go to different section like introduction, overview, demo, or installation, or deployment to the Hostinger, because we're going to deploy this application online and we're going to use Hostinger for that. Right now, Hostinger is providing 75% discount. So this is absolutely amazing. The next one we have is the NFT marketplace. So we have built a complete NFT marketplace project on our channel. So make sure to follow that. Make sure to watch this video. You will understand what project we have built, what are the features we have included. So you can simply follow that 20 hours long project and you can easily able to build your NFT marketplace. And if you have any problem, you can simply shoot an email. We'll try to help you and try to resolve the problem. But as long as you follow this complete project, everything would be working absolutely fine, because we are focusing on stability. So no matter after 5 years or 10 years, you are building this project, it will work absolutely fine if you follow it correctly. Here we have this next config. Just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. The next one we have is the package.json file. So you will find that we are using the most recent packages and very stable packages. So it will work absolutely fine no matter you are building for after 5 years or 10 years. It will work absolutely fine. We have the post CSS. We have the readme file. There I have given all the important instruction, all the important links which you can simply explore. We have the tailwind config file. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. All you have to do is to provide your environment variable, which we can get together. So first we have to get our contract address. Got it? So we already built this particular contract and that's what we have to upload. And we're going to use remix ID for deploying our contract. Open up your browser, type remix ID, and you will find this particular link. Try to use this official remix ID. Don't try to use any random remix ID. The moment you will connect your wallet, they're going to steal your fund. So this is the only remix IDs available and it is the official one. You can see you will get this kind of warning that don't try to invest any kind of trading bot or liquidity pool. So right now this scam is very popular and many users are getting into this particular trap. So always check the URL that you are using the official remix ID. Once you get here, now you can come back here. Get here, now you have to create a file. So click here. And let's create a file. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to my contract and what I have called, let's call this airdrop. And that's what I'm going to call Sol, hit enter. So this is the project I have created. Now I can come back here and I can simply copy the entire smart contract. And that's what you have to paste. Click on close. The moment I will save, you can see it will compile automatically and we have this huge contract we have coded. I've got this green tick means every single thing is fine. All the version we have used, all the imports we have done, which is absolutely correct. Now you can come back here in the deploy section and from here you can able to deploy in the local environment, but we're going to deploy to the Ethereum test network. So I can come back here in this and you can able to see that I'm using this latest compiler. Make sure to click on this auto compile. So the moment you will save, it will automatically compile the contract. Got it? Now I can click back here and I'm going to use Hostclay. So if you don't have Hostclay in your MetaMask, you have to add Hostclay first. So I'll simply log into my MetaMask and you can see I'm connected and Hostclay is already added in my MetaMask. And I'm going to use this particular account number 6, in which I have already enough fund I have 8 ETH, which is enough for me to deploy and test the contract. So first you have to add the network. So you can see I have already added. So to add the network, you can do in one way. You can simply type ether scan. You can go back here, go back to Hostly test network, and you can come back here and you can click on this add Hostly, and it will be added in your MetaMask. But sometimes the RPC URL they use, it's become unresponsive. So you can do in other way. You can come back here, click on this. Let's click on this edit, or you can click on this add network, and you will have all of this detail. You can give the name, you can give the RPC URL, chain ID, symbol, and explore URL, which I have already added. So if I click here, if I click on this edit, this is the exact details you have to provide. This is the name, this is the chain ID, this is the symbol, and this is the Hostly URL, which you can simply get it from here. You might be wondering that how you can get this RPC URL. So you can simply come back here, type ARMK, and this one is a powerful website which will give you multiple blockchain RPC URLs. So you can simply click here. Make sure to create your account, verify your account, and log into your dashboard. So let me quickly log in straight away. You can see I'm successfully logged into my dashboard. I can click here, chain list, and here you will find all the blockchain which is available. But I'm going to deploy to Hostly. So I will find Ethereum. This is the one. Click here, and I click on this copy endpoint. You will find this test network, and I'm selecting Hostly. Simply copy. That's what I have, and that's what you have to provide. I hope you have understood that how you can add this network. So make sure to add this network and provide here. So once you will provide, save the network, you will be connected with the Hostly, and right now in your case you won't have any funds. So to get some faucet, you can come back here, type Google Web3 Cloud, and it will give you one faucet which you can use. So click here like Web3 faucet, and it will take you back here in the faucet section, and from here you can able to claim the Hostly faucet. So click here and you will find that they have bunch of options, but we are interested in Hostly because they will give one each. Select here. Now I'm going to simply copy, and I'm going to select the account. So this is the account on which I'm going to use for deploying the contract. Make sure to pick the same account, whatever account you want to pick, and you have to provide the address here and click on this send, and it's going to transfer one Hostly ETH in your wallet. So you can see when the transaction will complete, you're going to have the fund in your wallet. So it's taking a little bit time, because right now only Google is providing this faucet for free, but most of the providers are asking to have some real fund in your wallet. Then they can able to allow you to claim the free faucet. So you can see the transaction is completed. I can simply open one more time and we'll see the fund will reflect fine. So it's went up to 9. So we got the faucet. That's how you can get it. Or you can simply watch this video in which I have explained that how you can mine your own faucet. So watch this video, you will understand how you can get more faucet by mining. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back to Remix ID, and I will give a reload because I was quite inactive for a little long. So once you will reload, now you can click here. We already have our contract. Let's save it. It will compile it successfully. Now I can click here and I'm going to connect with the network. So I'll simply select here, click here, inject a provider, and you will be connected with the same wallet. So I'm connected with the same wallet 6, and I have the fund. Now all I have to do is to simply deploy the contract. So this is the one I have to deploy. NFT Airdrop. Click on this deploy, and the deployment will start. It's going to call the MetaMask, and we have to confirm the transaction. You can see we are paying the fund. Click on confirm, and the transaction in the process. You can simply click here. You can see the transaction is happening. You are deploying the contract. Once it will deploy the contract, you will get the address of the contract, and that's what we need. And we need the ABI of the contract. So whenever you deploy the contract, make sure to get the ABI right from here. So just wait. It might take a little bit time. So wait. Let the transaction get complete, and you will get the address of your contract. And finally, the transaction is completed. I got the confirmation, and here I got the address. So simply click here first, copy the address, and that's what you have to paste. So simply close this one, come back here and paste the address. So we got our contract address. That's the first thing. The second thing you have to do is come back here and get the ABI. Here we have the artifact. Inside the artifact, you will find the ABI of the contract. So this is the one which we need. Click here, simply select all, come back to the code, go back to constant here, select and remove and paste. So this is our ABI. Make sure you have to get your own ABI. So we got the address of the contract and the ABI. I want to charge this much fund when the user will mint, and I want to get the project ID. So it will allow me to connect with the multiple wallets. So simply copy this URL, and you can come back here. I'll simply open a new tab, and I can simply paste the URL, hit enter. And here you will come back to this particular site, and this site is really powerful. All you have to do is to simply create your account, verify your account. So I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. So I'll simply click here, cloud dashboard, and it will take me to my dashboard because I have already done the verification and I have already created my account. So it will take me to my dashboard, and here you will find all the project which I have created. So to create a new project, you can click on this create, and you can give the name of the project. So I'll say just keep it as it is, because once you will make your application live, you have to provide the URL. So click on continue. I'll click on this. I'm not using any one of this provider. So click on create, and here our project is created successfully. Now I'll simply copy this. That's what I have to provide here. Let's paste here. So we got our project ID. Now you have to get your API and secret key from Pinata, so we can able to upload the NFT. So simply copy that one, and that's what you have to provide here. So hit and paste here. Pinata is really powerful, which allow you to communicate with the blockchain, and it will help you to upload the document to the IPFS. So I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. But in your case, make sure to create your account, verify your account, and when you will create your account for the very first time, it will take a couple of hours. So wait. So let me log in very quickly, and here I'm logging to my dashboard, and you will find all the files which I have uploaded, all the NFT which I have uploaded. That's all you will find. So to create an API key, you can come back here, click on API key, and here you will find all the API key which you have generated. Click on this new key, and here you have to give the name. So I'll say NFT, and I want to keep this enable, so I will have the access of all of this feature. So let's click on this create, and it will generate the key for you. So I'll simply copy the API key, come back here, and I have to paste my API key. That's the API key. Now I have to get my secret key, copy, and let's copy properly. Come back here, and that's what I have to provide. This is the secret key. Let me zoom out a bit. So I got my API key and I got my secret key. So make sure to double confirm that you have copied it correctly, because this is very important. So I got this information, all this information. So I have deployed my contract to Hostly. So that's the configuration. I don't need to make any changes. I want you to do the testing in the same network. After that, do the experiment. Okay. After that, do the experiment. So this is the currency, this is the blockchain, this is the chain ID, this is the name, this is the symbol, this is the decimal point, and this is the URL I have got. So I have used this particular site. Let's open this ARKM, click here, log into your dashboard simply, and that's how you can get your own RPC URL. So you can see I'm logged in successfully. Come back here. I can go back to the Ethereum. Let's Ethereum. I got it. Now click on this copy, test, select here, copy, and that's what I can simply provide here. So this is how you have to get it, because this is only available for me, because it has a limit number of requests. So make sure to create your account and use your own RPC URL. And that's the only thing you have to do. You got your address, you got your ABI, and you got all of these variables. Now you are ready to launch your application. So I'll simply close this one. Now you have to install the packages. Let's open up your terminal. If I show you my node version, I have this node version. If I show you my NPM version, I have this one, which is the latest one. There's no problem. You can use in the latest one. So I have to simply do the installation. I'll type npm I, and it will install all the packages which I have right up here. So it will take a little bit time when you will do the installation for the very first time. So just wait. Once the installation will complete, everything will be working absolutely fine. So just wait. And here you can see that we are installing the packages, and I'm getting a couple of warning, depreciated. Don't worry about it, because we are focusing on stability. That's the main thing we have to focus. We have to focus on stability, and we're going to use the static model for uploading to the online server hostinger. So we have done the installation. Just simply ignore this one. There's no problem in that. I'll simply clear my terminal. Now I'm ready to start the application. Run this particular command, dev npm run dev, and we'll start the application on localhost 3000. You can simply copy this one. You can simply minimize this, or you can simply drag and drop. But I'm going to minimize this. Don't delete it. Just minimize. Close this one. Now you can come back. Let's close all of this. Open tab. And I'm going to open a new tab. Local 3000, hit enter, and you can see our application is live. You can able to find the fund. I'll simply disconnect, and I'm disconnected. I click on this connect wallet, select MetaMask, and here we have this option. Click on confirm, and finally we are connected with our application. You can simply go back to the dashboard, and easily you can able to create your NFT. So right now you can see our project is empty. We have no NFT created. So if you want to claim your airdrop, you can do that very easily. Click here, create your first NFT. You will come back here. You can able to provide all of these details. I'll go with this. I'll say, let's give the relevant data. I'll give a blockchain coder. I can come back here and I can get some description right from here. Copy this one. I'll paste your description. I can set the price as it is. Click on this create NFT, and it's going to simply upload the document, call our contract, and the NFT would be claimed successfully. So just wait. The transaction in the process, I have to simply click on this confirm. and you will find the transaction will be completed and we'll have our NFT in our wallet address. So just a moment, you can click here and you can able to find the NFT is minted successfully. Come back to the my, and there we have the NFT which we have listed. You can click here and you will have the detail. You can click on the block explorer and you can able to see, and you will find the detail here as well on the Hostly chain. This is the token we have created. This is our contract. You can click here and you can able to find the details. This is the name of the contract. This is the symbol, and we have all of these details. Looks absolutely perfect. So I hope you have understood that how you can mint your own NFT. You can create one more NFT. Like this time I will create a ZIF NFT. So I'll simply go back to my desktop. I'll select this one. This will take a little bit time. I'll say GIF. I can give a description and let's click on this create NFT. It's going to make a call and the transaction is happening. Finally, we have done with the transaction. Let's click on this confirm and it's going to upload the document and complete the transaction. So just wait, and finally the transaction is completed and we have minted our NFT. You can come back to the desktop and you will see the NFT which is minted. You can simply have a look. You can go back to all NFTs. There you will find all the NFT which is minted in the contract. You can see the notification, the NFT is there. If you want to transfer the NFT, you can do that. You can simply click on transfer, pick a wallet address where you want to do the transfer. So I'll simply pick this account number 2. I'll simply copy the address and I'll simply transfer this particular NFT. Let's give the address and click on this transfer NFT. You can see we are transferring the NFT to the account number 2. Click on confirm and there you will find the transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, we have to complete one more transaction and the transfer of the NFT would be completed successfully. So just a moment, and here you can see we got the first confirmation. Let's click on the second confirmation. Open up the MetaMask to see the transaction in the process and find the transaction is completed and we have transferred the NFTs. You can simply reload the page and you can see the NFT is gone. This is the only NFT is left. Now you can come back to the account number 2. You will find that currently it holds the NFT we have transferred. So I'll simply select this one and the NFT is there. You can come back to my NFT. You will find the NFT is there. If you come back to create, he hasn't created an NFT. So this is how user can create the NFT. And you can come back to the admin. So right now I'm not connected with the admin account. I can come back here and I can go back to the account number 6, which is the admin, go back to the admin panel, and from here I can able to control the entire application. So I hope you have understood that how you have to do the setup, how you have to execute. This one is really powerful and you can start your NFT airdrop to raise fund for your project. So this one is really absolutely amazing. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application to Hostinger and make it online and share with your friends and family so they can claim the airdrop and you will receive the commission. So come back to the code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply open up my terminal. I'm going to stop the application. And this time we have to execute this particular command, build command. Okay, open it up, type npm run build, and it's going to generate the static file, and that file we have to deploy to our Hostinger. So when you go with the static file, it's the safest approach because we are focusing on stability. So just wait, it's going to compile the entire, simply ignore this one. And here you can see the compilation is got started, and here we have all of this detail about the compilation, and finally it's completed. Once it will get completed successfully, you can simply close this one and you will get this out folder. Inside that you will have the complete source code of this particular project which you have to upload. So all of the file which you can see inside this out, that's what we have to upload to Hostinger. So close this one. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application online so other can start using your project. So you can come back to the README file and there you will find all the details I have provided, that which hosting provider you have to use. So you can use Hostinger, which is really powerful and they have incredible support. They have backup system and currently they are offering more than 55% discount. So you can simply copy this one and you can simply copy, come back here, click on this, paste this URL. And when you will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here, you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage Hostinger, like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it, click here, and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one, and by default it will be selected 48 month. But I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month. But I would encourage you to pick either for 24 or you can go for 48 month. In that way, you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this. And I want to also get the domain, because currently to get a free domain it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick. And here you will find that what are the domain name is available. So you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick anyone, but I'm okay with this, the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things, like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing payment, I'm redirect here. So you can simply select my or my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to Decentralized. Here it will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use hosting a website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that, you can simply come back here to hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally, you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can is able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step. And here you have to fill out all the details about your domain. So it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the detail which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration. So you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard, and here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending because it's happening, the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated here, and here we have to do the setup. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought, so I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step, and from here I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India. which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance, you can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain. That's what we have connected, and currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure, like you can child name, DNS. That's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here, I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one, and we have to upload the folder. So click here, and here we can simply upload a folder or upload a file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply close this one. I'm going to open my project which we have here. So this is the one we have, and this is the output folder we have generated. In that we have the complete source code of the project. So all we have to do is to simply select this one and drag and drop here and close this one. You can see the folder and files is got uploaded successfully. Here we have all of things. Every single thing is looking good. This is the 404, and this is the starting page of our application. If you open that, there you will find all the details. Perfect. So let me close this one. Now let me give a quickly reload, and here we have uploaded that. Now you will find that, come back to the packages and the file manager, and you will find the files we have uploaded successfully. It's reflecting here inside the public folder. Got it? So this is the one thing you have to do. Now come back to the dashboard, and I can simply come back here. I have to wait for at least 24 hours to get it activated. Once we'll activate, the website is live and you are easily able to interact and make the transaction. If you want to clear the cache, what happened, we make any changes in the project and we don't want to have the same copy of the code in different browsers. So we have to clear the caches. We can simply click here and you can able to clear all the cache. So let's call this clear cache, and the cache is clear. So it will take up to 24 hours to get fully activated. So finally, we have deployed our application live on internet. You can see we can go back to different section in our application, my NFT, go back to all NFT, and there you will find all the NFT users have created. You can go back to transfer, you can go back to the notification, you can go back to the admin. You can simply disconnect your wallet from here, or you can simply disconnect right from here. Both will work absolutely fine. You can click on this disconnect and it will take you to the home page. This looks great. So I hope you have understood every single feature we have in this particular project and how everything is working. It's a great project to raise capital for your project and build community around it. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help you in that. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.